All right, today we're going to read an article from Breaking News English, the mini lesson. You may start when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Volvo will start making only all-electric cars. 7th of July 2018. 17. The car company Volvo has said it will start making all-electric cars. All new cars it makes from 2019 will have an electric motor. Volvo wants to stop making cars that use only petrol-driven or diesel-driven engines.
Okay, that's petrol-driven or diesel-driven engines.
Okay. The car maker petrol-driven or diesel-driven engines. The car maker said it plans to launch 5 fully electric cars between 2019 and 2021 and a range of hybrid models. A hybrid car has an engine that is both electric and petrol-driven.
Okay, let's call this word diesel, hybrid.
Yes.
Okay.
Diesel, hybrid.
Okay, and then a hybrid car.
A hybrid car has an engine that is both electric and petrol-driven.
Driven.
Driven.
Short I. Driven.
Volvo becomes the first major car maker to say it will end making cars with an internal combustion engine.
This is going to be major.
The first major. The internal combustion engine has been used in cars for over a century. Volvo's CEO said, "People increasingly demand electrified cars, and we want to respond to our customers' current and future needs." More and more car companies are now selling cars with electric or hybrid engines.
Hybrid
engines. The US-based company Tesla makes only all-electric cars. Its stock market value is now 25% higher than that of Ford Motor Company, which started in 1903. Tesla recently announced that it will make 20,000 of its Model 3 cars a month by December. Volvo hopes to sell 1 million electrified cars by 2025. In addition, it hopes to have changed its factories to be more environmentally friendly.
Good.
It hopes to have what it calls climate neutral manufacturing.
Climate
neutral manufacturing. Volvo said its plans will mean the company will have one of the widest ranges of electrified cars of any car maker in the world.
Okay, good. Now let's read that once again. Read the entire thing again. Remember, focus on these words though. Petrol driven, short I, driven. Diesel driven, hybrid, major, driven, hybrid, friendly, climate neutral. Okay, let's just read it once more.
Okay, petrol driven or diesel driven engines.
Drip, short I.
Driven. Petrol driven or diesel driven engines. Hybrid models.
No, read the entire article.
The entire article. Okay. The car company Volvo has said it will start making all electric cars. All new cars it makes from 2019 will have an electric motor. Volvo wants to stop making cars that use only petrol-driven or diesel-driven engines. The car maker said it plans to launch 5 fully electric cars between 2019 and 2021 and a range of hybrid models. A hybrid car has an engine that is both electric and petrol-driven. Volvo becomes the first major car maker to say it will end making cars with an internal combustion engine. The internal combustion engine has been used in cars for over a century. Volvo's company said, people increasingly demand electrified cars, and we want to respond to our customers' current and future needs. More and more car companies are now selling cars with electric or hybrid engines. The US-based company Tesla makes only all-electric cars. Its stock market value is now 25% higher than that of Ford Motor Company, which started in 1903. Tesla recently announced that it will make 20,000 of its Model 3 cars a month by December. Volvo hopes to sell 1 million electrified cars by 2025. In addition, it hopes to have changed its factories to be more environmentally friendly. It hopes to have what it calls climate neutral manufacturing. Volvo said its plant will mean the company will have one of the widest ranges of electrified cars of any car makers in the world.
Very good. So in this article, it's talking about changing the way cars are made and what will be used to make the cars go. What do you think about that? Do you think that electric cars are going to be acceptable by the majority of people?
Oh yes, I'm sure of that, because during the last years, I suppose that the oil makers are very strong and did a policy that could only permit to customers to use oil cars. But today, the climate change are so difficult to stand that many customers will change their cars if they can. And in my opinion, if I can, I should have an electric car.
Interesting. I would love to keep the car that I have and not have to purchase another car. So unless I just have to, I'm not so sure that I'm interested in having an electric car. But it seems that more and more cars are being produced and they are going on sale. I found it interesting that the Tesla has a 25% higher production rate of Ford back in 1903. So they are making a lot of cars, it seems like.
Oh, excuse me, Dr. Priscilla.
Yes.
You told me that you have not an electric car and you don't want to use an electric car?
No, I don't want an electric car. And it may be because I'm resisting change. I'm just so accustomed to what I have. I probably will never be electrocuted in my car. When I think of electricity, something electrical, is going to be harmful. However, if I were involved in an accident, I suppose I could get burned up by gasoline fuels too. So I don't know. I just don't know that I would like to have an electric car.
My brother, my son-in-law
Yes.
has bought an electric car last year and is very satisfied because it's cheap.
Oh, okay.
It's really cheap. You don't have noise. The only problem is the number of kilometers you can practice without to have an electric power.
I see. And has he had any problems? Has he ever run out of electricity? Like you might run out of gas? Has he ever ran out of electricity?
I didn't understand the question.
Has he ever been unable to get electricity for his car?
Oh, no, he always managed to have enough electricity, but sometimes it was really difficult because in winter when you have heating in the car,
Yes.
it's not enough electricity to come back home. So you need to cut off the heating in the car to put a hat on his head, to have a big jacket.
Yeah.
And with that, he could come back to home.
Okay.
Back home.
See, that would be another problem for me. I dislike being cold. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at the role play, and I'd like for you to tell me which of these four would you choose as the best form of transportation? A bicycle, a car, a train, or an airplane? Which of these is the best form of transportation in your opinion, and why?
It depends of the use. If you live in a big city like Paris, New York, Los Angeles, I suppose the better way to move is the bicycle, because you can not pollute the city, which is very, very polluted by the traffic jam.
Okay.
But if you need to go to Atlanta, like you will go tomorrow, you need a car, because the number of kilometers, Atlanta is far from your home, and you need a car to be comfortable and to go fast. But if you want to travel all over the USA, from Los Angeles to New York, for example, I suppose that the better way to transport the people is the train, because it's not polluting. It's not a polluting way of transport.
All right.
The fastest it's fast. And more than that, you can take the train in the middle of the city of Los Angeles and arrive in the middle of the city of New York. And of course, the last way of transport, the airplane, is useful when you want to change. For example, if one day you want to come to France to visit me, you need to take the plane.
Okay. All right. And what did you say about bicycles?
I said about bicycles, it's a good way to move in big cities, and in addition, it's good for your health.
I see. Okay. Well, that much is true. All right, let's look at one last thing. And your reading was good. After we read it the second time, it was just to focus on climate and hybrid, pretty much. But in this section here, where we have the phrase match, I'd like for you to retell the article. These would be your notes, if you will, just to help you remember what the article is about. And you might say something like this: Volvo will start production on a different type car very soon. All of its cars will now be electric cars. They will discontinue the diesel engine cars. They will have a wide range of hybrid cars to respond to their customers' current requests. More and more car companies are making electrical cars. The stock of Tesla increased over 25% of what Ford was doing in 1903. Tesla hopes to sell 1 million electrified cars by 2025, I think, that will be more environmentally friendly, and it is going to be one of the widest campaigns for selling cars in the future.
Okay.
All right, you may start when you're ready.
Okay. Volvo has said it will start to produce only electric cars. All its new cars will be electric and it will cancel the diesel. Sometimes it will have only 5 electric cars, full electric cars, but it will have a large range of hybrid cars.
Hybrid.
Hybrid cars.
Mm-hmm.
Why Volvo go in this direction? Because it responds to their customers' current trend, and more the people are interested in non-polluted means of transport. The Tesla is also a big company of electric car, and during the last years, its stocks increased of 25% because of his new good activities. He intends to sell millions electrified cars, which will be more environmentally accepted by one of the widest audience in the world.
Okay, and did you mention number 2?
Oh, yes, I think all the new cars Volvo will build will be electric or hybrid.
Okay, excellent. All right, nice job there. Do you have questions?
No, it was an interesting article, and thanks to you, it seems I progress.
Yes, very good. All right, so here we have our vocabulary. I'm going to give you the pen. So what I'd like for you to do is to see if you can match up
Okay.
words, okay?
Making, manufacturing.
Good. Mm-hmm.
Makes, produce,
Good.
produces.
Produces, yes.
Major.
Mm-hmm.
Major. Big.
I think it would be big, yes.
Major, big. Increasingly, more and more.
Good. Mm-hmm.
Needs. Requirement.
Yes, requirement sounds like a good answer.
Announced, reported.
Good. Mm-hmm.
Ops, aims.
Good.
Plans. In the world, on the planet.
Yes.
Plans. I'm not sure. ID.
Ideas.
Ideas.
Good. And did we miss one? Number 6.
Yes, value, worth.
Very good. Value is worth. Now, you did a good job with the summary using the notes. Look at these words, Bernard, and tell me if you can retell me the article using just these words. For
Okay.
example, Tesla is making plans to make electric cars. It will be a major change in what they're doing and increasingly support consumers' demands or needs. Okay.
Okay. Uh, Making electric cars seems in a good trend in the world today. Uh, it makes a major progress against the quality of life in the big city, and it will increasingly the climate of the world. The needs of the
Well, we won't say it will increasingly, but it will increase
it will increase
the better quality of the climate.
the needs of the customers today are for electric cars, and the value of the new companies who work in this kind of progress will improve quickly. Tesla announced that he hopes that his new plant of the new factory he built in the desert could produce millions of electric cars in the world.
Okay. All right. Good use of the vocabulary words, understand and comprehension. So I think the more, some time ago you said you had to read things so many times. Today I only had you read it twice because of just the words that you said incorrectly, which were just small, hybrid, and driven. Other than that, it was very nicely done today.